In order to reframe our conversation about Beyonce's self-titled album, I think it's important to kind of go back again and think about Audre Lorde's conceptualization of the erotic as power and how women have been socialized out of embracing their inner creative energies. Beyonce pushes those boundaries not only in terms of sensuality, but specifically in terms of sexuality in this self-titled album. She explores her sexuality within the confines of her marriage, which frees her to explore the breadth and depth of her sexual energies and expression. We, as a public, are going to be more accepting of her exploration because of the fact that she is in a heterosexual relationship that has institutional legitimacy. It really is very difficult for Black women on the ground and in the public sphere to reimagine their sexuality because of these histories of sexual and racial violence. And the response to that within Black cultures has really been to place the ownership of racial liberation on the backs of Black women, particularly as mothers. So it is really important that Beyonce is trying to reclaim her sexuality here after giving birth to her first child, Blue Ivy. So when critiquing Beyonce's work in her self-titled album, I think it's important to take all of the things into account. It is complicated in the sense that it is both a revelation and it also adheres to dominant cultural conventions around gender, sexuality. We see in Beyonce her attempts to come into herself, but at the same time, she is still constrained by both dominant cultural expectations about women and a politics of respectability. So at the same time that she's pushing those boundaries, she's still constrained by those boundaries. There are a number of songs that I think it's important to take note of. So let's take a look at some of the breakthrough moments and some of the status quo moments.